So I am a member of a few witch groups on Facebook, and recently one of the sisters had posted a picture of a yoni spell that she did. And now, before y'all start asking me questions, I have no idea what a yoni spell is, and I don't really get in people's business when it comes to their spell work. That's not my thing. I feel like that's private. But she posted the results of her yoni spell, which was the shit had basically blew up in her face, right? So we're looking at this picture, and all we're seeing is ash and soot and coals, and just it was a mess. And the reason why she posted the picture was she basically wanted to know if the crystals that she had used in the spell could be salvaged. Now, myself, along with a lot of the other sisters, were basically like, no, girl, like you need to just bury those crystals, say libations, say prayers, and let them go and get you a whole new set because they've served their purpose. Like them crystals were not salvageable. But this brings the point of this video, right? Why I'm doing this video, which is the use of crystals and spell work, right? Whether or not you can do it, whether or not it works, blah, blah, blah. Now, there's some people that feel like crystals don't have a place in conjure and hoodoo. And there's some people who feel like they do. There's a whole group of people that feel like crystals are new age and they're non-indigenous and blah blah blah. Now, according to my experience and my research, that's not the case. Crystals, minerals, stones have always been used in magical systems by indigenous people. And they totally have a place. They totally have a place and they totally have a history. However, and you guys know that I'm good for a good however, it's very important for you to understand the crystals that you're using. The same, it's no different than when you're incorporating plants and bones or any other natural material in your spell work. You have to be connected to the essence of that material. You have to understand the technology and the science, why you're using it, right? So, back to the yoni spell, right? So, this sister used 5 crystals. She used red jasper. She used citrine. She used green aventurine. She used amethyst. And she used clear quartz. Okay? Now, let's break this down. Red jasper is fire element. Citrine is air element. Amethyst is air and water element. Aventurine is earth element, and clear quartz is ether. Okay, so as far as the specifics of her spell work, all I know is that the sister came in heavy handed with the fire. She used candles, she called on fire deities, and she used a sexual aspect to it, which anything you do with sex magic and sex ritual is going to be fire in nature. So she came in heavy handed with the fire, and then she used 5 crystals that were only one of them was a fire element crystal. And so basically what she created was a vibrational overload that pretty much caused her spell to explode, right? So here's my point. When you are using crystals with your spell work, it is very important for you to understand why and what and how and just all the aspects of those crystals, okay? So in the case of the sister with this yoni spell, really if she were to wanting to balance this spell out, then really all she had to use was just the red jasper because that's the fire element. Or she could have simply amplified it with the clear quartz ether, simple, or she could have balanced it out with some water crystals, which the only one she had was amethyst, and even the amethyst was is water and air. Okay, so you have to create balance with your spell work, specifically with the crystals, because crystals are quick to amplify and change the vibration of whatever you're doing. In the case with the sister, with her spell just exploding. Now, from what I understand with her too, she was kind of going for like something with increasing her willpower. And in that case, none of the crystals that she used were for that purpose except for the citrine, which citrine is for your solar plexus. Otherwise, she would have been better with black tourmaline. She would have been better with tiger's eye or pyrite, especially pyrite, for what she was doing. Anyways, so my point is, yes, use your crystals in your spell work, but And however, understand and learn your crystals. Learn what they're for, what their elements, what they're connected to, if they're relevant to your spell work. And if they are, add them. If they're not, leave them. And if they are, don't overdo it. You don't need 5 crystals in a spell. All right. That's my take on that.